Hi guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're taking a look at the Livetrak L-6. I was really interested in reviewing this product because, as you can see, it's really compact. It has a good number of channels. As the other Livetrak mixer, it can be an audio mixer for a live performance, for example, a sound card for a computer, and also a recorder. We're going to take a look of how we can use this in a different scenario. Since I am a non-professional musician, an audio enthusiast, besides being someone who is involved in a video production world, well, I think this can apply to a lot of different situations. It can be good for a lot of different scenarios, so I was really intrigued. So the overall design is pretty slick, I believe. This can be powered in a few different ways. I talk about this immediately because this is one of the things that got me intrigued in the first place. At the moment, as you can see, I have a USB-C cable over here, which is plugged in this bad boy here. It's a 10,000 milliwatts power bank. At the same time, it's plugged in at the computer I'm using just to look at the specs, and also because this, as I said before, can be used as a sound card for your favorite DAW or softwares like vMix, OBS, and something like Ecamm, Zoom, Teams, Skype, whatever. It is a class compliant kind of device, so it should be a plug and play one, even though I found some Windows drivers and I installed them just in case. With Mac, you should be okay. I am quite confident that this works quite well also with iPads or even smartphones for obviously for those smartphones that are compatible with external audio. This also can be powered with some AA batteries. This is the adapter which is included. It's called AD17. Let's talk about the unit though, because it's really interesting. At the moment, I am plugged in with this MV7 Plus black microphone from Shure. You have two XLR combo inputs, meaning you can use XLR and normal jack. Two inputs can also deliver phantom power. You have a switch directly on the unit over here. Then you have a series of stereo inputs. Some of them can also be used as mono inputs. To be precise, the 3 and 4 inputs can be used as stereo inputs. But if you switch them to mono by simply pressing these buttons over here, your channels will become 4 instead of 2 stereos, because you're going to have 4 monos and instead of 2 stereos. The 5th and 6th stereos can be 3 things: a 1 stereo analog input, 1 mono analog input. Remember, you have 4 here. This one is just 1 mono. Same thing for the 6th channel, but also they can be the audio playback channels that you use to receive audio from your PC or maybe from a tablet, meaning you can also include computer audio directly in the unit without connecting regular cable, but just by connecting a USB-C one. Down there are multi-purpose knobs. At the moment, since I have here the level button selected, I'm just lowering and up and down just to turn up and down the volume. Over here you have the mute button for all channels. Then, as we said, the mono, you have the mono buttons over here, and then these two buttons are made to turn the channel number 5 into 1/2 stereo channel from a playback audio from the computer, and also this other one is going to be 3/4 stereo channel. These are USB channels again from the computer, meaning this mixer can be used as a 12 inputs 4 output audio interface. If you want to have a portable solution to record your music or even a band with your computer without bringing a lot of stuff with you. So it's very, very compact and very powerful. Over here, we find the channel strip. Let's start from the top. You have a UQ. So if I press the high button, the knob will change the high frequency setting on the unit. In this particular moment, I have my mic connected to input number 1. So you will hear that the audio is gonna be clearer or a little muddier. And that is for every single channel. Same thing for the mid and lows. Then you have low setting that boosts the audio, as you could hear. Then we have the sends over here, because this mixer has also 2 auxiliary sends. They are mono sends. This is different from the other Livetrak, where the auxes are also stereo and can be used as spare headphones outputs. This one are just regular, I would say, auxiliary sends, but that is very powerful because it lets you have basically 3 different mixes. You have the main mix by pressing the level button. You have the first auxiliary mix, and you just can turn the knob to lower and raise the that channel volume on that bus. So it's going to affect, in this case, auxiliary 1. It's going to affect the volume that goes out from the aux send number 1. Same thing from aux send number 2. Then you have the effect button that lets you choose how let's say the level of effect you want to use. You have 5 effects. One is a hall, a room, a spring, delay, and echo. Let's test the hall, which is selected right now. What I need to do is to press this button, and if I change the setting on my channel, you will hear AUR. You will hear a certain reverb on my voice. That is obviously something that's related to a musician kind of scenario. The pan is a pan between left and right. As you can see, now I am in the middle again. So it lets you balance the panning for every channel. Let's go back on the level 1. The last thing about effect, you have the main effect return knob, which is here. And then you have another effect, which is compressor. You have the master knob over here, and that's the sound that goes out from the master outputs over here, left and right. You have audio meters. And before going into the last part on the right, let's have a quick look at the sound pad option over here. You have 4 buttons that corresponds to 4 slots of memory that you can dedicate to some music or sound effects, whatever you want. They must be WAV files and 16, 24, or 32-bit WAV files, and you can choose, we're going to see There's a companion app that I'm going to show you later. You can use this as a toggle, one touch, loop, whatever. For example, I actually did a streaming yesterday, and I used the first pad to have a an intro or an outro. If there you are. So I can have it here, and that's the sound pad volume. Obviously, I switch it off. I have an applause here. I can have two at the same time. There you are. Everything you're hearing today is exactly what I'm doing on this mixer, on this unit. We have the monitor output, which is basically the headphones output, and then you have the knob here, and then you have scenes A, B, C. What these are is basically you have some settings done on your scene that you're using, for example, to record, and you want to load it every time and to have the same settings every time. You just press and hold, and the scene A will be available for you anytime. You can save all your 3 scenes here, and you can record them later on. Then, since this is a recorder, you have a record button and a play and stop button. This unit will record on a micro SD card that you can store on the right side. One thing that I haven't mentioned, but it's over here, so there's also a logo. This unit can record a 32-bit float kind of audio, which is the new standard at the moment. For those who are not familiar with 32-bit float, up until let's say a couple of years ago, all major recordings were done up to 24 bits, especially on this kind of unit. It was even hard to find a 24-bit recorder. Recently, basically almost all of them were 24 bits, but at the moment 32-bit is the new way to go, because it is sort of it's called the raw of audio production. That means that the recordings are done in a very detailed way, with a lot of information on the metadata of the recording, and that gives a lot of dynamic range to the whole recording, and that allows you to recover some bad recording you may have done, and in post you can lower it or raise it if it was too low, without losing quality and without losing the file, and that allows you to use it as a multi-track recording unit, or maybe an audio mixer just for a very quick gig, or maybe some basking, without you being forced to bring power with you, or external batteries or power bank. So you have 4 ways of powering the unit: by USB-C external power, both with a C adapter, which is included, and power bank; USB-C bus power for a computer or a tablet; and also 4 AA batteries. I forgot to tell you that there's a power button, which is always very good. What we have here is a Livetrak L-6 editor. And right now I have the unit connected to my computer. It's a Windows computer, as you could see, but it's also available for Mac users. It gives you the date and time. That affects the recording as well, because the recording is going to be named also with the date and time. Remaining recording time by using all the multi-track feature. If I switch this to recording mode on master only, it goes up to 46 hours of WAV files. You can set the type of battery that you're going to use if you're using AA. It shuts down after 10 hours or never if you want. You can control the unit via Midi, which is absolutely great, something that I'm going to show you. Over here, you have some physical Midi 3.5 millimeters jack. You can find some 3.5 to Midi DIN cable, and also you can have Midi control over USB-C. Midi channel, you can set it to one of the 16 Midi channel. You have the effect parameter edit. We have the aux points, meaning we can use it as post fader or pre-fader. We have the Midi CC mapping, and that lets you control the mixer from external console. A way of controlling using this mixer as a Midi controller that can be applied to a lot of different softwares like a DAW. Also, you can control vMix from here. Over here you find the settings for the sound pads. You can choose loop mode, one shot mode, or hold mode. So since you have all these Midi parameters, you can also set some parameters on your Stream Deck, for example. On the Stream Deck software, I can, create some MIDI buttons because I downloaded the MIDI plugin. As you can see here, we have control change. We can add program change, note on off, CSAX button here to mute and unmute input number 1, my microphone. So what I'm doing right now is I'm pressing this button, and you will see that the mute button will go red, and you won't be able to hear my my audio anymore. One more thing that I can do is to trigger the 4 pads, and if I press here, you will hear that the music has started, and I can mute this from here. Is this good for live streamings? Of course it is, because this can be used both in a live streaming situation where you use your computer to do everything with softwares like vMix, OBS, Mimo Live if you're in a Mac environment, or other softwares like, for example, StreamYard or Ecamm, but also with physical video switchers. Right now, as I said before, this mixer is connected to my Roland V8 HD mixer that goes into the YOLO Box Pro, which is recording this. One thing that can be also really important is the fact that, for example, you want to use this directly connected to some devices like the YOLO Box. So one task I wanted to do with you is to plug this directly into my YOLO Box Ultra. I'm using the YOLO Box Pro to record this, as you can see, but I've here the YOLO Box Ultra. Let's put it. Let's connect it to the USB-C in the bottom here, and let's see. Let's go to the audio mixer section, and you see that it's connected, and you see that I can use this as a USB-C input for the YOLO Box Ultra. So one more device that I want to test this with is the Majul Director Mini, which is another great toy, let's call it toy, for streaming, recording, and it's a very portable unit, something that I really love. And let's see if it's detected as USB-C audio input. So it is detected as a USB audio interface, and let's bring it on. And as you can see, this can work absolutely with the Director Mini. as well. So nice, nice thing, really nice thing. So I'm not going to test this unit with other video mixer because everything that has analog input, especially line input, will work with this unit, no problem. What's left to say about this unit? My conclusions are, I love this unit. It's really, it's a tiny unit. It does a lot of things. I haven't been able to do some recordings with it. I'm probably going to do that soon. So if you liked this video, please consider subscribing to the channel. I am producing content both in English or Italian. Thank you very much. I'll see you in the next one.